hard to just to throw his cards and take some veteran guys on him.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Titans coming in at 10-1, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 8-3. With that, let's get up to Nissan Stadium in Nashville. With the call, here are Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we got a Week 13 between the Minnesota Vikings and the
controller already done.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Okay, Charles, the Vikings offensive starters, a former Ole Miss Rebel is a guy to watch, and that's Laquan Treadwell.
No doubt about it, and when you look at his speed, forget it. All right, just throw out that time stuff. Watch his play speed. He plays the game really fast and big and aggressively. They want to call him Megaquan. If he plays to that, he'll really help this Vikings team. The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And he finds Jace Amaro. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He's going to float this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they control the left.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Shift together here from the D-line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, the hurdle.
Oh.
Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater, the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. It's picked up, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jace Amaro with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. Escaping the pressure right. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Another pistol look here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
Let's see if they can figure that out right here. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw, Bridgewater. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Hightower able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to Tennessee after this. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And now here's a carry heading left. Room here to run. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yard.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their big tight end with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now after the score, it's Parkeon to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. In motion left is a running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to let it go again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he comes back with one complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun now on third down. Finding time. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. And he finds Jace Amaro. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this is back to a 5-point game. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Let's go!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The setup to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. Here comes the D swarming to the line. It's a 4-receiver look, all to the left side. Bridgewater on first down. The left side caught by Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Mario Edwards. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's got room. And a cutback right sideline. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense searches for 1 more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. One last shot now for Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Tennessee, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, I never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, I never come down, I never come down. Pass it around, hey. What with me now? We running wild, hey. And nobody gang, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might.
This guy called Blood by Australian. Y'all on Scorch? Yeah. Everybody over there?